Hi, my name's Mike, and this is my boat lily pad. Today we're going to be putting in some lights. Let me show you what we're going to be doing. So today I bought some more of these lights. They're just little cabinet lights. They just have, you just charge them up there, and they have little magnets on the back that you can, just little stickies and then magnets. So basically I'm going to put one on each spot here going around the boat. And then I'll show you what I did down here already. I got some to test them the other day down here. And so like here in the bathroom, you just open up the door, light turns on. So, and they stay on for about 15-20 seconds on a motion. And then once you're not in the area anymore, they shut off. And they do not work. So right now, it's still kind of light in here, so they won't turn on. You got to turn them on manually if you want it to work. Oh, there it is. That's on. So I got one there, and then I got another one right here. So that's what they look like. And I think putting these on the boat is going to be a lot easier than rewiring the boat, and I can just pull them off and charge them up when I need to charge them up. All right, for this evening's project, I got to put this last piece, the dash, in. I am not very excited about this. I do not like wiring. So basically, all that stuff has to come up through the bottom of this, and then I got to take apart this gear shifter and put that through that hole, and then hook everything all back up. So it's not going to be a fun job, but it's got to be done. So let's get started. All right, so I got this piece off. What I ended up having to do is I did watch a YouTube video to see how these come apart, but if you can see, there's a little set screw to hold these in place. So I backed that out. That's a 30 seconds Allen, and then then the bolts on the side here, I took those out and those attached to here. So now I'm hoping that I won't have to take the rest of this apart to get it to go back up through. So I'm just gonna see if it will fit through the hole on my piece of wood, and if it does, I'm not going to take the rest of this apart. I'm just going to leave it as it is, push it up through, and then hopefully be able to screw it all back together without taking everything apart. But I have my doubts on if that's going to work. Let's see. All right, so it looks like they're going to fit through. I still have to get this piece underneath here, so I'm going to have to take that apart, or take those off, and then I'll be able to clean off the dash, get this piece in, put that under, do this section, and then I can do the key, starter, and stop button, and then the gauges are probably going to have to all be disassembled and put back together. So let's get this part done first, and then we'll go to the next part. All right, we got that through. So now I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to do this like this, but we're going to give it a try. This piece here, where'd it go? This piece here has to go on like so, and then once this goes on, we got to put the handles back on, and then to tighten them, you have to get an Allen wrench and go in from underneath. So I might have to go buy different Allen wrenches, or take it all apart and then just hook up the cables. But I don't think that's going to work either, so it's going to have to work this way. We're going to figure it out. But let's try to get the handles in, and let me put you in the tripod and try to get this going. Hopefully you can see what's going on. And when we zoom out a little bit, there we go. So this, and then we got a little pin this thing goes in the center there. So I'll leave this over here for a second. There's little rubber grommets in there. It's going to be easier to it's going to be easier to put these plates on first, or if I want to, oh, that one's actually lining up pretty good right there. I don't know what I did differently, but all right, one's on. Problem with this side is I can't really. Oh, all right, we got both those on. So now we just have to attach those plates again. We have to go down from underneath and maybe I can do it like this. Ooh, I think we might be able to do this. It's right there. I think, oh shit, thought I had that one started. All right. Ow. One side. Unfortunately, that back side is probably going to be a little more difficult because we're not going to be able to see it. This one feels like it's going in stripped. Let me take that out. There we go. All right, those ones are in. Where'd my screwdriver go? Probably gonna have to get a little mini screwdriver for the back there, because I'm not gonna have much room back there to screw these back in once it's on. All right, try to get these last two on. Where did I put the screws? Here's one, here's another one. I have a feeling this is going to be extremely challenging. I'm going to try to just go by feel on the bottom of these and try to get them the same height to maybe I can feel up in there. I don't know. Oh. I'll try the front side first. Oh, come on, baby. Oh. All right, I'm gonna keep on going with the camera off because this could take a while, and then hopefully I'll get it tonight. If not, we'll have to start up tomorrow again. All right, so I got one screw in. I am having a hell of a time getting the other one in, so I am gonna see if I can go underneath and at least tighten it up and see if we can get the gears to start working. I got the middle screw in down below, and then this back side here, and that's pretty tight. So I think if I just tighten it up, I know it's not ideal, not putting both screws in, but as of right now, I'm just going to see if I can get the rest of it put together and then worry about that screw later. All right, so yeah, I'm going to have to go buy a long Allen wrench tomorrow to get those tightened up, but I think I can get those tightened up and everything will be good. I want to show you, I got these lights for the boat. Let me show you what I got over here. So I picked up these cabinet lights, and they just kind of turn on as they're all motion detected. So I'm just gonna place those right up in here above the windows. So I'll have 6 lights in here, and then I put one above the helm. And then also down here in Miles' room, as you can see, as you walk in, they turn right on. So they light it up pretty good. And then put one in the bathroom too. So if you guys don't want to redo wiring, and I honestly think these lights are better light than the regular 12-volt lights you get on a boat. So this way, I don't have to do any wiring. They just pull right off. They're just stuck up with these little magnets. So they're just little sticky things. and then you just take them down when they need to be charged. But I believe they said like a 10-hour. They hold like 10 hours worth of light if you just leave them on. But as you can see, oh, that one just turned back on. But they only stay on for about, if you're not in the room, they only stay on for maybe 20-30 seconds, and then they pop off. So yeah, I'm hoping I can get the rest of this set up tomorrow. I might just do the ignition here, and I highly doubt this is just going to be as easy as, oh, we might get, oops, turn the key on there for a second. We might get lucky though and just be able to squeeze this up through here. That'd be really nice, not have to take apart all the gauges. So we'll see if we can get that done. Then tomorrow we'll finish up the gear and throttle shifter. So that's the plan for now. We'll catch you tomorrow. All right, so I just installed all the lights for in here, and they're looking good. Definitely think it's going to be bright enough, and yeah, that was a lot easier than trying to wire in lights. So we'll keep you posted, let you know how I like them or if I don't like them. But I think for 6-pack it was like $39.99. I mean, it was pretty cheap. So and as you can see, that one already shut off. So with their 10-hour battery life, if you leave them on auto, they're gonna shut off when you're not walking around. So if you want them to light back up, you just kind of come over and there you go. So I like them. We'll keep on going though. Gonna end it for tonight and start back up tomorrow I got all this stuff in too, so get that in. This is not gonna fit through. I'm gonna have to take the gauges out and rewire them, so that's gonna be kind of a pain. So that will be tomorrow evening's project, but slowly getting there. All right, we'll catch up with you tomorrow. I'll get that in, and then I'll post this video after that. All right, so I got back on the boat tonight, and I just wanted to get these gauges back up through, and I don't know what I did different tonight, but basically they just slid right up through the hole and they're in. So I didn't have to undo any wires or anything, so that's great. I forgot to get the Allen wrench for the gear shifter today to tighten those up, so I will have to get that tomorrow. But I'm going to be moving off the dock the next day or two, so glad I get all that stuff set up. And yeah, that'll be it for this video. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.